Welcome to the Didactic Tailoring by Giuseppe. Today I will not talk about teaching activities. Today we talk about rare diseases. I suffer from a rare disease called Untitled Chapter. Rare diseases affect few patients, but there are many. One of the problems is loneliness. Once I was diagnosed in 2010, I didn't think I was rare. I thought I was the only one in the world. But I discovered an association that made me meet other people with the same pathology. In my disease, I noticed one thing. If the symptoms are evident, then the patient is underestimated. While if the symptoms are not evident, the patient is overestimated. But if I have a problem and this problem is visible, this doesn't mean that I also have all other potential problems in the world. At the same time, if a patient have a problem and this problem is not visible from the outside, this doesn't mean that the patient doesn't suffer from any problem. We humans are like boxes. You can judge the contents from the outside. You must open it. I asked 4 friends with the same pathology to tell their inside-out misunderstanding using the metaphor of boxes. But before, let's listen to the founder and the president of the association I mentioned at the beginning.
Hi. Well, I'm Kathy Brewer. I live in a small town in the United States. My husband passed away from Untitled Chapter disease in 2007. He was very ill, but the doctors could not understand what was causing him to feel so poorly and be so sick. I had promised him that we would figure out what it was and we would fight it. After he passed away, an autopsy was performed and I learned it was Untitled Chapter disease. I needed to learn as much as I could about the disease and honor my commitment to him. Untitled Chapter disease is an ultra-rare blood cancer. It affects mainly adults, but it can affect anyone of any age. It's estimated that there are about 2,000 patients diagnosed around the world, but many like me believe it is underdiagnosed. Untitled Chapter disease can cause damage to organs. Each patient seems to have a different combination of organs affected. These organs can include things like brain, cardiovascular, lungs, kidneys, eyes, bones, etc. It's important that we raise awareness of Untitled Chapter disease so people can be diagnosed early in the progression of the disease when treatments are most effective. The ECD Global Alliance supports patients and their families around the world. We bring together patients in person and virtually so that no one needs to feel alone. We share information about ECD so that patients and their family members can become advocates. We also collaborate with medical professionals. An ECD referral care center network has been set up so that knowledgeable ECD doctors can be found around the world. Research is also one of our activities, and in 2023, the organization will support over $450,000 in research to learn more about the disease. We are here to help everyone. I hope you might consider joining us or learning more about the organization. You can find our website in the comments below. Thank you so much for listening.
When I mention pain or surgeries that I must have, people assume I want sympathy or attention.
Hi, my name is Dawn, and I was diagnosed with Untitled Chapter in August of 2014. I'd like to give an example of how people overestimate me. Because my pain and my symptoms are internal, they often look at me and think that I can do more than I can. And when I can't, they call me lazy, hypochondriac, or attention-seeking. And that's far from the truth. I just want relief.
I have seen my mother for nearly a decade power through the symptoms of ECD, and I am proud to recognize her as a chronic illness champion.
Often, when I walk down the street, people ask my family if I'm able to recognize them.
Hi, I'm Mariangela and this is my father Antonio. We are from Sardinia. My father has Untitled Chapter disease. He is capable to recognize people, right? More than anyone else.
People have a shocked look on their faces when I use my wheelchair.
Hi, I am Michael. I live in Southeast Florida. I was diagnosed with Untitled Chapter disease in 2010. I have noticed that people have a shocked look on their face when I use my wheelchair. I feel that if they knew the real me, I think they would change their opinions. Caring, determined, creative, motivated, compassionate, positive, funny, loyal, and resilient.
Hi, I'm Michael's mom, and the 3 words I would use to describe him are accepting, a great attitude, and brave.
I am going to close this statement with one of the favorite quotes from American author Mark Twain. Challenges make life interesting. However, overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Always be meaningful. Ciao.
Ciao.
When people see me, they think I'm lazy.
Luca, questa è mia moglie.
Ivana.
Ciao a tutti, faccio
Ciao.
questo video per dire quello che la gente non vede. Purtroppo io soffro di astenia come tutti noi, malati di questa malattia. Purtroppo la gente non si accorge, ma noi facciamo tanta fatica ad andare avanti. Ciao a tutti.
Ciao.
In Milan, returning from a trip to New York, my 2 cousins and I had to go through a customs check. A security guard noticed that I wasn't walking well. In fact, I was very tired and walked arm in arm with Sergio. So he asked Enrico, can he make it? I mean, he didn't address me. He must have thought this guy can walk, is probably stupid too. It's true, I have problems with my balance, but I'm not dumb. In fact, I organized all the trip to New York without a travel agency, all by myself.
Yes. Yes, yes.